Reflections about Pentecost on Saturday, May the 30th of 2020. Pentecost Sunday is tomorrow, one of the great festivals of the church. And so today we want to meditate on the Saturday before Pentecost scriptures. The gospel lesson for today is from the final chapter of John, chapter 21. Peter turned and saw the disciple following whom Jesus loved, the one who had also reclined upon his chest during the supper, and said, "Master, who is the one who will betray you?" When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, "Lord, what about him?" And Jesus said to him, "What if I want him to remain until I come? What concern is that of yours? You follow me." So the word spread among the brothers that disciple would not die. But Jesus had not told him that he would not die. Just, what if I want him, that is, John the Apostle, to remain until I come? What concern is that of yours? It is this disciple who testifies to these things and has written them, and we know that his testimony is true. There are also many other things that Jesus did, but if these things were to be described individually, I do not think the whole world would contain the books that would be written. This lesson has two main points. The first is when Peter is looking at John while he's talking to Jesus and says, "Okay, Lord, you've told me what's going to happen to me, that I'm going to go someplace I don't want to go. Well, what about him, that young buck, John the Apostle, who is James's younger brother? What's going to happen to him?" And Jesus pretty much bluntly says, "Peter, that's none of your business. God's will is God's will. You have your story, Peter, and he has his story." And what a wonderful response it is, because Peter had a heroic life and died as a martyr during the persecution of Christians after the fire of Rome, and Nero, who went buku crazy after the Christians. So this is an important thing. And then John the Apostle is the only apostle to live a long life and have actually a natural death. And because of that, he was able to write more than just about anybody but, say, Paul or Luke. So he wrote Revelation, he wrote 3 epistles, he wrote a gospel. And he's the guy who kind of put the conclusions to the New Testament as we know it. So Peter has his story and John has his. You have yours, I have mine. Focus every single day about what God has for us to do. And finally, Jesus did many things that are not written in the New Testament. Jesus' works on this earth are unfathomable. You have no idea how many people were healed, and it's not recorded in the scriptures. We have no idea of that. We have no idea of the multiplication of the Son of God's works while he was here on this earth. Not enough books could be written, or if they would fill the earth of Jesus' works. Happy Pentecost to all.